Who can take a mesa? Sprinkle it with blue. Cover it with cacti and a warp tree or two. The Squid Man. The Squid Man can, 'cause he mixes it with ice cream. It makes a server taste good. You know, kind of like the Candy Man. I serve ice cream here. It's kind of like the song. That's kind of like the Candy Man song. That's what I was trying to. Hey everybody, what's going on? How you boys doing today? Did you like that face plant into the beacon? I didn't. It hurt. Welcome back to another episode of the Obsidian Order SMP. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing fantastic. Look at all these sheep. I saw this last episode, but I think I'm going to do something for these guys. I don't know what. And these are the only blocks that I have on me. So you know what? You guys get a Stonehenge. Congratulations. This part of the video was unplanned. But welcome back to the ice cream factory that we built last episode. Well, in fairness, we only built this part in the last episode, and I've been doing a little bit of work off camera because I wanted just to flesh it out, get a little bit of bones in here, and see what the thing's gonna look like in the long run. Obviously, there's a lot of brick going on here. We're gonna change that up, make it look a little bit more like this, where it's got a little bit of granite, a little bit of what's the other kind of thing that we used? We used polished granite, regular granite, and we also used terracotta. And I think this looks a lot more beautiful than this. So don't worry, we're gonna make it look a little bit beautiful. In fact, today, the first part of the video, I think we're gonna work on this large tower. I think that's the plan. So you can kind of see the layout right here. We have this very big tower over here, right on this side, this little corner bit. I wanted to do a nice, what is this called? Not straight. I wanted to do a diagonal wall here because I think that's going to add a lot of personality, but it's also going to be a little bit difficult for me to do, and I'm really looking forward to it. But I'm thinking like a greenhouse effect. So this is going to come up and over. It's going to arch over there, and then so when you're on the ground level, you can look up and see the sky. I think that's going to be super beautiful. Over here, I'm even thinking about raising this part up just a tad bit, kind of, maybe like a story up, not as tall as the tower over there, but give it a little bit of life, And even in the background, I want to give it a little bit of like a back story, right? Oops, there's a hole here. I kind of want to make it look like very cartoony. So in the back here, I'm thinking about adding those radioactive silo things that you see like like in Chernobyl. You see the big radioactive cylinder tubes or whatever that, I don't know, it's like a cone but it doesn't cone off. I don't know what to call it. Anyway, I want to make one of those in the back there, super big, so you can kind of see it from the front. I think this would look beautiful. What else? I want to add some like tubes and stuff. I think that's actually what I'm going to do today. Yeah. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and start doing a little bit of work on this tower right here and do something a little fun. You'll see. And I think I'm going to add some cartoonish little tubes. I don't know what the tubes are for. I don't know what they would be sucking up, but I think it'd be fun. So let's get into a wee little time lapse and get that done. A little bit of personality into this build, yeah? it turned out beautifully, I think. Look at this. Look at this. I mean, yeah, of course. It's going to need a little bit more work and a little bit more TLC, but I absolutely love it, guys. I like to think that this is going to power almost the whole entire factory, and not only that, but we can do more of these water wheels. Like, I think it'd be really cool to have like a water wheel right here, like a smaller one. This is going to be the main one, right? But we'll have a smaller water wheel right here, and then maybe a small water wheel. I don't want it to be symmetrical. I don't want it to be one right here and one right here. I'm thinking maybe one right here and then, oh, you know what? I didn't even think of this. We had this whole entire side that we could work with as well. So we could just have like this whole entire tower is going to be water wheel central, boys. Oh my gosh, I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. This is beautiful. So I kind of mentioned this last episode, but you know, maybe now I have an actual visual representation of what I'm thinking with this building. Once I get the roof onto this building, we're going to make like an artificial lake on top, right? And that artificial lake is going to then leak out into this little bit right here. So this little containment area here, it's not going to be like this forever. It's going to be an actual lake up here. And I'm thinking about greenifying it, you know, putting some grass and whatnot and some trees up here. I think that would look super cool and it would just add to this aesthetic. Let's get it like a good aerial view here. You know what? I'm not necessarily a fan of it being that flat though. Do you guys like it that flat? I feel like it's just like, let's see, if I come over here. Oh, that's so flat. Oh, I don't know. I honestly thought the fact that it was going to hit the water wheel was going to look super sick. But now, you know what? Actually, I think I can fix this. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's try this. Let's try this. How does this look in comparison? Oh, wait, what's going on? What's going on here? Oh. Oh, you know what? Okay. I didn't think it was going to go outwards. I thought it was just going to come out that way, but not. I didn't think. Okay, well, I like that. Okay, that's a lot better. It gives it a little bit of more detail, and you can tell right here it's actually hitting the water wheel. That's fine. That's fine. I like that. Well, another thing that we could do, too, is make the water wheel slightly larger, like girth-wise, fatter. Because right now, it's only 3 wide, and it's kind of hard to tell that that's a water wheel. We could actually make supports in the middle, too, so it looks like more like a wagon wheel. Does that make sense? I'm saying a lot of things. I think that makes sense. It looks like a wagon wheel. I think that would be really cool. I don't know. I really like this though, and I think this has legs. This definitely has legs. After that project, I was going to work on this pipe that led from the ground to the side of the wall, but I think I'm going to save that project for another day because today I'm just a little bit too busy. Why am I too busy? Well, guys, I have a project in my mind. I talked to the guys the other day and I asked them if a certain idea would work well in Spawn. And I think that idea would be beautiful. And I want to do that today. So I spent a good couple hours picking up the necessities. And I think I'm ready to just get started on it. While I'm making the decently long trek to Spawn, I might as well explain what this idea is. Have you guys ever heard of... It's a really unique and strange app. It's called Yelp. I don't know if you have or not. But basically, I want to make Yelp in Minecraft with each and every single member of the Obsidian Order. So say, for example, Crafting Mantis comes over to my base and gives me mushroom stems, which she has. I could then go over to the Yelp machine. I'm doing air quotes. I could go over to the Yelp machine and give her 1 star in addition to what she already has, so that everybody knows that Crafting Mantis is just a stand-up gal. But at the same time, Vitigarvia, he comes over to my base and he pranks me something fierce, and I'm not too happy with the prank. Well, then I will take a star away, and then everybody will know that Vitigarvia, he has a bad rank, and that we're not going to do business with that guy. Completely original idea, I know. So instead of Yelp, this new build that is going to happen here at Spawn, I'm trying to find the right location for it, is going to be called Kelp. Yeah, so original, right? And I think I'm just going to go ahead and build it right here. Yeah. It's not going to be the most, it's not really going to fit in. It's going to look a little bit awkward, so I don't want to take up prime real estate. So I feel like it might go well right there. All right, another time lapse. Let's get into it. All right, it is finito. Welcome to Kelp. I think it looks beautiful. I'm in love with this build. Yeah, it doesn't really match up with the medieval style that everybody is going with, but I like it. I think it's very unique and really cool. Yeah? Let's read the book and I can teach you guys exactly how to use this thing. Welcome to Kelp, made by yours truly. Have you ever heard of Yelp? Well, this is the same thing, except you're rating your fellow server mates. The higher your Kelp rating, the more likable you are, but the lower you are, well, guess you could forget about that gift I was going to give you. Rules! You can only place or take away a total of 3 Kelps a week. This will stop people from spamming somebody. Like, say somebody like Tazfu, he gives me a really cool present, right? I'm not just going to use all of my Kelps to give him a high rating. This will kind of force us to be more strategical with our Kelp rating. So we could either, put one here, save one for later, blah, 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 blah. But you only get 3 a week. 3 total, okay? Ratings must have a valid reason, not just because you like somebody. Crafty Mantis is a wonderful person, but if we were able to rate her just because we liked her, she would have a 5-star rating automatically. You can only rate people if you have a reason for doing it. For example, Sunfire, a couple weeks back, he gave me a whole thing of TNT. He gave me like a chest full of TNT. I could give him a Kelp for that. I could give him a Kelp rating for that. And I think that's a valid reason. This is going to force people to do collabs. This is going to force people to interact with each other to receive a better Kelp rating. At least I'm hoping so. I'm really looking forward to that and seeing what people do with this. Remember, this is all in good fun. Don't take it personal, right? Because obviously, Vid and Sunfire, they're going to receive poor Kelp ratings. I can see them having a 1 Kelp rating. I can foresee it. It's in the future. But I hope they don't take offense to it because this is all in fun and games. And there's not really any purpose behind this. How to rate. Well, I'm not going to read that. I'm actually going to go ahead and show you because this is actually a really interesting build here, and I love it. I love it. So somebody that comes up for the first time, I'm gonna reset this book. Somebody that comes up for the first time, they're gonna be like, oh, okay, this is the Kelp. Okay, awesome. Well, let's press the yellow button, and it's going to issue 3 Kelps. Right now, I could place or take away a total of 3 Kelps this week. So the 3 Kelps that I have in my hand, those are all I'm gonna get. But here's the thing. Here's the kicker. Let's just say, Dom, you were bad. You did something bad to me, and you deserve to be punished, right? So I take away that Kelp. I take away your Kelp. Ha-ha! You only have a 2 Kelp rating. That counts as one of my moves. So technically, I only have 2 Kelps left. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Let's give that back. We're back at a total of 3 Kelps. But say I give 3 people, boop, 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 Adela, Anderman, and Buckoman. You guys have 4 Kelp ratings. Boom. I'm done for the whole entire week. I can't do anything else, right? Makes sense? That's awesome. I love it. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing. When you take stuff away, so like, say, Mantis, I didn't like what you just did there. Tofu, I don't like what you did there. Race, I don't like what you did there. There's my 3 moves, and I still have 6 Kelp because I was issued 3 Kelp, and I just took 3 Kelp off, but I made my 3 Kelp moves, so now I have to put the Kelp in the return chest. That'll return the Kelp into the system, and it just goes back into this dispenser, to be honest with you. Now, here's the cool thing. This whole concept is not really that big of a deal, and it wouldn't need to be this big of a building, except I wanted to add a little bit of redstonery in the background. So, for example, if somebody gets a 5 Kelp rating, Adela, you're going to be my example here. Adela gets a 5 Kelp rating. As soon as you put the Kelp in, you get a nice little ding noise, and that lamp up there turns on. And that's going to notify everybody that somebody has a different Kelp rating, right? So, for example, say GG Munchies, when he joins the server, he gets a 5 Kelp rating, right? Ding! Oh, yes! And then the lamp will turn on. Multiple people can have multiple people can have 5 Kelp ratings, and that's going to be super cool. Now, here's the thing. When somebody loses that Kelp rating, they get a noise. Listen to this again. Listen to this again. So it's like, aw, too bad. You lost your 5 Kelp rating. And then the lantern turns off. I think that's a really cool addition to this game, and it's super fun. Guys, I love it. What do you guys think about this concept right here? Is this really cool? I'm happy. I'm happy. I can't wait to see what people do with this and what ratings everybody gets and the reasoning behind the ratings. That's going to be super fun. In fact, I think I want to make like a comment section. Like, why did somebody rate somebody a different rating, right? Like if somebody received a poor rating, I want to know why. In Yelp, I would just scroll down and figure out why they received that rating, right? So I'm thinking these little guys off to the side, I think it would be really cool to do like a comment section. In fact, let's do that over on this side. Comment section. Boom. Leave your comments right here, everybody. If you have a sign, which I think I can give you. Do I have wood? I do. I have a little bit of wood here. Do I have more? Because I would love to make... Oh, I do. This is perfect. This is working out perfect. Let's just go ahead and we'll leave people a bunch of signs so they can leave comments. So let's put this... Let's put this... Yeah, let's put it right there and then make a bunch of signs here, just like that. Oh, I didn't mean to make that much, to be honest with you. But that'll work. So this is the comments section. People could come over here and then say, "Oh, boom. Oh, Tazfu, he did this horrible. He came over to my house and pantsed me." And then you put it right here. One Kelp rating. 1 Kelp rating, and that's the reasoning. But with Kelp being officially open to the public, I'm done. I'm done today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I had a lot of fun. I hope I didn't bore you with the mechanics of this, but I love this idea, and I can't wait to see what the other members of the server do with it. Love you. Kill this baby. No, run. I'll talk to you guys later. I gotta run.